2 races into the second half of the season, and Formula One is about to start its Great Asian Tour. Included at Japan with the classic race at Suzuka and the newer venues of Korea and India. First, it's off to Singapore. What's in store for the Formula One troupe? A long journey and not much time. Straight from Monza to Singapore for the first Asian race, halfway round the globe in just 2 weeks with loads of luggage. Chassis, engines, tyres, spare parts, petrol for 24 cars, 6 jumbo jets, 35 tons of equipment per team. Sounds like squaring the circle, importing top-secret cargo and hazardous materials into Asia with thousands of locked crates and no time delays allowed. A job for Formula One's official logistics partner.
The main challenge is normally to transfer all the material on time in the final destination and support the team to organize the transfer, the correct packaging, the correct documentation, to not have any problem in the customs. We normally have many of our staff really work with the teams during all the season.
Once in Singapore, it's onwards by truck to the racetrack. At street circuits like this, the paddock's very cramped, so the logistics guys have to be all the more precise. The amount of work that goes into this race is enormous. 1,600 floodlights producing 3 million watts get specially installed in advance and then taken down afterwards. The result has always been a unique race, a highlight of the Formula One calendar. Then it's on to Japan. Thanks to the great circuit, a delight for most drivers, while the fans naturally await their local hero with particularly eager anticipation. Now, in his 3rd year with Sauber, however, he's unfazed.
I think this is pretty natural to feel pressure, but let's say it doesn't matter for my job at the moment. It's most important what I can do in the track to show to everybody.
Just 1 week later, South Korea. The Korean International Circuit's located in the very south of the country, miles from anywhere. A logistical nightmare. Nevertheless, every single part will be in the right place on time. Only the weather sometimes doesn't play along. In Korea, everything worked. The motorways are first rate. The people are incredibly nice and helpful, and they really performed miracles to get the circuit up and running. The newest star to date in the Formula One universe is the Indian Grand Prix. Despite enthusiastic crowds at public events like a show run, the majority of Indians probably think of Formula One more as a drink than a motorsport. However, that's changing.
Definitely, it's brought more light into Formula One and how it operates and how exciting as a sport it can be. So. The Indian fans seem to love it, and it has a good future in our country for sure.
The spirit of adventure among Formula One's bosses is unabated. However, a new Grand Prix is always a new challenge, including logistically. Exact planning, reconnaissance visits, and close collaboration with the organizers are essential.
For India, to be honest with you, we are so surprised about the fantastic job the Indian people do in terms of preparation about receiving us. Coming for over 1 year all around the world to check how can we manage. But, you know, it's the first time it's difficult for many of the countries receiving Formula One.
Asia is an enormously growing market, so F1 is naturally attracted here. Given so much pioneering spirit, the logistics partner needs an excellent setup in the new region. The brand new DHL Express North Asia hub in Shanghai, another step towards establishing a close-knit logistics network in booming Asia. Global infrastructure and know-how as the basis for a complex task like Formula One logistics. In the world of crates and containers too, to be perfect requires that something extra. Enthusiasm for the job.
I am a big Formula One fan, right? So I've been to a number of Formula One races around the world. I'm a big Lewis Hamilton and Jenson Button fan. From that point of view, it's very exciting. From a business point of view, as I say, I don't think there's any other sport in the world which more closely reflects what we're doing. It's all about logistics. It's all about teamwork. It's all about speed. It's all about, being fast and furious.
Curtain up for the world's fastest show in Asia. And by the time the engines roar in Singapore, the logisticians will have long since been planning ahead for the Grand Prix in Japan, and Korea, and India, and the rest of the season.